Can you hear me now?
Yes, and I think we're live.
Cool.
I think. I don't know. Who knows? Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Geek Live show.
It will tell you if you are live, by the way. Hi.
I am live. We've been live for 27 seconds. How exciting.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I know. It's such excitement. This is the most Geek Live show, the pre-show, the most Geek Live show on the internet. Dale Campbell here with you, CJ and Rachel Boat.
You're going to be in trouble and I'm going to throw things.
Please, I'd rather you didn't throw things.
Too late.
Threatening to throw things at the dog, not you.
Oh, okay. Well,
I've got a puppy
You
over
never
here.
know.
Tux, out.
Don't want to.
but I don't want to.
I just got the scowl look from him.
Well, that
Yeah,
happens.
dogs have big moods.
So do humans. Have you
Like,
noticed?
what the hell are you talking about? Leave. Who do you think I am?
Do you know who I am? So how's
Do you
everyone-
really?
Do you really? Oh, is that?
Bark. Bark, bark, bark. Bark, bark, bark. Hearing it 3 times now.
All right. So how's everyone doing? We're back. We're here.
Good.
Look at
Good,
this.
yeah. You look different.
I do. I look different. I've shaved since the last time I shaved. Oh, you mean the background? Gotcha.
Yes. It's weird. Like I've seen it somewhere before. Or something.
Right. So I'm driving.
Strangely familiar.
Right. Strangely familiar. Yes, I'm driving the Geek I ship and petrified. So we'll see how this works.
Don't break my shit and we'll be fine.
I cannot promise
Break
anything.
it all.
It's
Make
as
him
simple.
cry.
It's as simple as that. Just don't break anything. Don't screw anything up, and we're all good. We're good here.
Exactly. But I was saying in the pre-show, I was saying, look at all the room I have. Oh, as I bumped the microphone, look at all the room I have. I've got so much real estate right here.
Space.
Yeah, it's like we're in reverse right now. Like you're in the in the actual studio, and I'm just here with a laptop and a headset. Like
Oh, the role reversal, isn't it great?
it's I mean that's what we do.
Okay, CJ needs that every once in a while. He doesn't get enough variety in his life.
I mean, that's fair. So, but it's good to be here. We're doing the best of 2018, and no, sorry, we don't call it that, do we? No, we call it the biggest stories of 2018, and we're doing the
Correct.
2019 because I didn't have enough time to do the best of Geek Live Show 2018, or for the 8 months that was in 2018. Too soon. And then we're doing we're doing it in reverse order. I don't know why, probably because the predictions is going to be easier to do first.
Fair.
And then we're doing the 2018 prediction results with 2019 projections. Well,
Projections. I mean that's not wrong.
It's
I mean,
not.
there's only one thing I'm projecting in 2019. Maybe two.
I mean, that's wrong. That's right. Not wrong.
As I'm sitting here feeling like I'm slowly dying tonight.
Aww. But we did have a delicious dinner. I'm down here I'm not down here for the weekend. I'm down here for a night and a half. Well, a day. Well, a day and a night.
Yes.
So I was here last night. Caught the Greyhound bus from Orlando down to Tampa. It was a good bus ride actually. It was a pretty good bus ride until the person beside me decided the whole trip here wanted to put his arm in my love handle. Take that out of context if you.
You like
Bang,
it.
add title, and arm in the
Love
love
handle.
handle.
Right.
Oh man, it's old 20. Oh Jesus, it is old freaking TGIOS stuff. Just you're getting nothing but my forehead, and I love it.
And webcam, not webcam, but laptop camera back.
Yeah, man.
We're throwing it back. But caught the Greyhound bus. It was good. I was surprised by the amount of like space we had on like those seats, and they had in fact had like charging ports and stuff in the seats.
Yeah, that's the one that got me. That you were saying. It's just like, yeah, it's.
Right.
I mean, all right, cool. I mean, that's more than what I had. So yeah, aren't you fancy pants?
Fancy pants. So
Dale in his fanciest of pants.
right. Not the fact that I booked it for today accidentally instead of last night, and the fact that there was going to be a $20 transfer fee per day. It's considering, plus taxes, the amount was going to be less if I bought another ticket. Like, hello?
Right? Just buy another fucking ticket.
It's not even worth it. So, but I'm looking at, because I am an expert person through and through, but I'm actually loving like ground control, like actual ground control. It's a good setup here now that I'm in the groove.
It is, and that's the reason. Like I've put a lot of care and effort into my setup there, and I'm glad you are enjoying it.
I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I'm jealous. I need a setup like this if I establish my life.
It's a lot of money and a lot of time in that. So
Yes.
A lot of investment. Not that my setup's not that good. I suppose I could just change over to OBS, I suppose. That's also
OBS is the major thing, is being able to have all the things in OBS, man. That's the big stuff.
Right.
I'm gonna do this before I'm gonna ape Me 6 here.
Oh, you're gonna ape it? Ape that sugar. Ape that sugar.
I hate putting links in Discord. Geek-IO.net/Discord. Because you have to put the entire HTTPS
right
and www in there. It's ridiculous.
It's so dumb. But no, I've had a relaxing day today. It's been a good day.
It has been. It's been a very fun day.
Well, half of it was still spent in bed, so that's also fun. It's also a good day if you spend half of it in bed.
Indeed.
Right, which is appropriate for the bumper I'm going to be playing at the top of the show, but enjoy that.
So pre-show bits. Mm-hmm. I have a pre-show bit.
You have a pre-show bit? Ooh, I do. Fancy.
I do, because I come prepared to these things sometimes.
Considering last night I was putting the show notes together for these 2 episodes.
Yes. I've actually, we are going to go back and once again dip back into the well that I like to do, which is going to my secret love of music. Mm-hmm. And I got mainly from the 2 people in the area, which is all that mattered to me. The lots of cackles from the reading songs dramatically category.
Yes, this bit. I think we have a stinger for that bit. Actually, no.
That's the correct stinger for same as it has been, always will be, and shall ever never be.
I don't think so. That why not? That's not. Anyway, dramatic readings of songs.
Yes, dramatic readings. Tonight I bring you, ladies and gentlemen of the audience, the amazing styles of the one, the only T-Swizzle.
Ah, the T-Swizzle, as opposed to the F-Swizzle.
And Dale, you know something?
Are you asking me?
I don't like your little games. Don't like your tilted stage.
I know this song too well.
You made me play of the fool? No. I don't like you, Dale Campbell.
Oh, I would say CJ,
I don't like your perfect crime.
Oh,
it's getting personal.
It's getting personal.
How you laugh when you lie, which is actually honestly true.
Oh.
You said
Me?
You said the gun was mine? That isn't cool. No.
But did he shoot first?
I don't like you.
Oh, he doesn't like me, right, Rachel? He doesn't like me. I think
I got smarter. I got harder. Just in the nick of time.
I mean, it's Dale.
No. CJ's saying he's gotten harder than. Oh my god.
Oh, Dale just got it.
CJ's harder than me. Yes, clip that out.
Honey, I rose from the dead, and I do it all the time.
I mean,
I've got a list of names. I had actually a bit for this when we were going to do GLS the next week, by the way, and I was actually going to have your name on here in green underlines, but I got a list of names in red, and yours here underlined. I checked it once, and I've checked it twice. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, Dale. Dale, look what you made me do.
Look what
Look.
you made me do. Look
Look.
what you made me
What
do.
you made me do.
Look what you made me
Look.
do. What did me do?
Look what you made me do. Just look at what you made me do.
Well, I made you have me have the setup to be in the studio.
I don't like your kingdom keys.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't control
Your Magic Kingdom keys.
my Magic Kingdom case.
They once belonged to me. You asked me for a place to sleep,
Okay.
and then you locked me out and threw a feast? What? How is that even possible?
Also, yeah. What? Like, we threw a feast. What? On your behalf, like celebrating the fact that you left.
But, I mean, the world moves on. Another day, another drama, but not for me. No, not for me. All I think of is karma.
Oh, I barely knew her.
But the world moves on.
Oh.
There's one thing for sure.
Right.
Maybe I got mine, but you will all get yours. You got smarter though. You got smarter
You got
and all. You
smarter.
got harder just in the nick of time. Honey, I rose up from the dead, and I do it all the time. Yo, list of names right here. Yours, Dale Campbell, is in red and underlined.
Oh, so wait, hang on. No. I was in green before, wasn't I? But now I'm in red.
Now it's in red because
Now
she
it's in red.
got real. It
Wow,
got real.
because I threw a feast.
Yes, and I've checked it once and I've checked it twice. Ho, ho, ho. I'm not going to do this a lot because there's a lot of this. Anyway. Look what you made me do! Dale. Look what you made me do. Oh, Dale, look what you made me do. Fuck it. I trust nobody.
Oh, wow. That escalated quickly.
And nobody trusts me.
Oh my God.
I'll be the actress. Yes, the actress.
The actress.
Starring in all your bad dreams. Mainly because I'm a guy and it's hard to be an actress, but that's what's going to make it a bad dream. I trust nobody. And, I mean, nobody trusts me. I'm sorry, Dale. I'm sorry. The old Taylor can't come to the phone right now. Why? Because he's dead!
Oh. But I thought your name was CJ. When did you change your name to Taylor?
When I became the actress in your bad dream.
I don't understand. Like I get it. Like I get it, but I don't understand. Figure that one out.
Oh,
and then
boy.
Then there's a bunch of.
There's a lot of look what you made me do.
Look what you
So
made me do.
That song is road pop. It's so stupid.
Oh my God.
But I wanted to yell it out. I wanted to do weird things like that. That's the fun thing of doing stupid shit like that bit.
I mean, it's not stupid. That's. But like, okay, so I get that. Like, it's Blood 2.0, right? At this point, like we're doing that.
Oh yeah.
So, but apart from like just flat out naming people, like what? She should really just come out and say, Katy Perry, you're the worst. And
Yeah,
then,
Katy Perry, Kanye West, like it's going down her petty little hit list.
right, her petty little hit list, which is my favorite TV show of hers.
Yes, of course.
You don't know what that's reference to, is it?
No, I don't.
You know the show Pretty Little Liars, don't you?
Oh yes.
Yeah, her pretty little
Yeah.
hit list.
Petty little hit list.
A
Yes.
petty little. All her pretty. If you see the people on her hit list, they're pretty.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Right. Although I wouldn't call Kanye West.
Oh, certainly not anymore.
Right. Circa.
Bang.
Bang. Ah! Pretty.
Bang.
Ah! Does that work? What does that come up with?
Nothing. It won't do anything unless I tell it to do something.
Just another. Worth a try, though.
Oh man.
So, ladies
I'm
and
in a
gentlemen,
situation where I shouldn't play audio like him. I disagree. Play us in all of the places.
wait, I'm confused.
Everywhere. Spread Geek IO to all of the winds. Geek-IO, not such Discord.
Also, does wind really spread?
I mean, it carries sound.
This is true.
So, yes. And I mean, the moment that a word leaves your mouth, it is really just you creating wind that has a vocal range.
Right.
So you're just, we literally make lifestyles out of making wind. Breaking wind. That's what we do.
Breaking wind. Wait, is that how babies are really born? Is by
Yes.
breaking wind? Which also, I love that. Like,
Yes.
when you really think about it, Mummy and Daddy love each other very much. They break wind.
They break wind together.
They break
I mean,
wind together.
that's what happened last night, right, Rachel?
Oh my God, stop.
I'm going to plead the fifth on that one.
Ah,
I'm pregnant. That's my excuse.
well done. I just don't have anyone to break wind with right now. That's... You know what?
I mean,
can I
you're
use
free
that
you're free to break wind in that chair. I've done it more than once.
in this chair?
It just adds to the ambiance of it.
It does. It
Right.
adds a certain je ne sais quoi, if you will.
It adds a particular level of champagne foam to the... So we were watching Food Wars. That's actually the real reason why we were late, but that's besides the point.
We were setting stuff up. Then we eat dinner. Then we got caught up in weird science guys grocery games.
Right, about champagne foam and tomato soup whipped cream.
Oh my god! So it didn't come out to that. It was just basically hyper cold, hyper chilled tomato soup. So she basically did, what is that? It's not gazpacho. It's or is it gazpacho? I think it's gazpacho.
Is it gazpacho?
The cold tomato soup.
Yes.
Yeah. Is it gazpacho or borscht? It's one of those.
Borscht is beets.
I know
Okay,
it.
so yeah, it's gazpacho.
I know
So-
it as tomato
welcome.
soup done wrong. That's
So he basically made she basically made hyper frozen gazpacho, like
right.
without any of the charm or anything of it, because she just poured it into a bunch of liquid nitrogen.
She's like, last second, oh, I don't have time to serve all of this. I'm just going to put it in liquid nitrogen and have the judges do it.
But no, that adds to the ambiance.
Oh, it adds for the ambiance. It adds to the passing of the wind, which is my favorite movie. Do it like
That was the third Pocahontas movie.
Passing Wind.
Yes.
I think that sounds like a really good movie. Like, let's like Passing Wind. Oh, actually, speaking of which, if people are watching this after the fact, we have a television special idea that we really want to get off the ground. Patreon.com/geekio. The Dale Campbell travels around the world and eats different types of mac and cheese.
And the upside is when Dale goes to places that have vegan stuff, I can go with him and we can try it out together.
There you go.
Because lactose intolerance.
Yeah, that's a thing.
So while we're doing, this is the pre-show and we like talking about inane things here.
Right.
And I know I've said this to you, but I want to say it on the internet because it's a fun thing to say on the internet.
Sure.
So speaking of lactose intolerance.
I thought you were going to say, speaking of Passing Wind.
So everybody knows I have weird things that I just kind of get hairs up my butt to do. As the saying goes.
As the kids are saying.
Yes. And so yesterday when I was working on the real world job stuff and also some Geek IO things, I got a hair up my butt to watch a lot of animated history YouTube things. And they're all really smart. It's ranging from, let me get the channels that I did this through, so I can actually give them a. One of them was oversimplified, but he hasn't done anything in like a year. Makes me sad because his stuff is really good. And the other one is Extra Credits.
Okay.
And that is done by the same production team, but not the same people that do Game Grumps.
Huh.
And basically, a couple of the guys who do Game Grumps are really they're huge history buffs. So they created a spin-off channel called Extra Credit where they were basically doing cool research animation or history animation and stuff like that.
Right.
So, because I am me, my journey started doing the oversimplified World War II, oversimplified World War I, oversimplified history of Hitler.
Right. As you do. I mean, you can't have one without the other.
Yeah. And then I rolled over into Extra Credits because that was when I finished up all of their full length content. So, because I always find him incredibly interesting. The first one was a 6-part story, a 6-part video series on Genghis Khan.
Right.
Who, by the way, was not a brutal dictator, as people like to think. He was the first person, he was one of the first rulers to allow for religious freedom of all religions. He very rarely took by force. He is the one who introduced basically creating coups.
Okay.
Within the China region.
Right.
Like the Mongolians that came after him and before him were all the murderous hordes that you think.
Okay.
But Genghis Khan is the only one who actually made his impact on the world, made a lasting effect other than, hey, we have to build a wall because these Mongolians are trying to kill it.
Mm-hmm.
I went from there into Vikings.
Okay.
Because it was just the next one that happened to be on the list.
Right. And then you're
There's
like, well, Vikings are like an interest and like...
Yeah, it's like I find Vikings fascinating. So did you know? But did you know that Vikings were not a people? To Viking is a verb, and the people are Vikingers.
Huh.
The Viking is a verb. It is the act of pillaging and stealing and stuff like that.
Oh.
It is what you think of when you think of the Vikings. What you see them do, which is destroy and steal.
Right.
That is called that is what Viking is. Okay. And a person who does that is a Vikinger. But got into discussion about how not only did they do their whole Viking thing, which is literally create Ireland, by the way.
Okay.
They literally created Ireland. They literally created Poland and Russia.
Huh.
They were the first indigenous people to reach North America, or non-indigenous people, sorry, to reach North America.
Right.
They established Iceland and Greenland and Newfoundland. If you notice anything, by the way, Iceland, Greenland, Newfoundland, and guess what the name for what is now known as the United States of America was called? What Leif Erikson called what is now known as the United States of America?
I mean,
Wineland.
Wineland?
Yes, because when he got here, he found gold and a metric shit ton of things that he called wineberries.
Huh.
But it's merely... Well, no, not necessarily. Grapes but you had elderberries, you had blackberries, but all of them...
Well, wait, here's my question.
Mm-hmm.
Where did he initially land?
Northeast.
Northeast. Guess what?
What?
Long Island, where I'm from, has some of the biggest vineyards. So it's very likely that it was grapes.
It could have been, but I mean, historical accuracy, basically it was, can I ferment this berry? Yes, it is a wine grape.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
most berries can be fermented. Let's face it.
Right.
I mean, we can ferment fucking honey.
But that was
wine.
basically it. Is he found a bunch of food and a metric ton of these berries that he could turn into wine.
Yeah.
So, thusly, this came Wineland. And the most interesting thing is when not Leif Erikson, but his sister, his half sister, Eric the Red had a illegitimate daughter.
Okay.
And her name was Dautrias. And Dautrias was a more traditional Viking. Leif Erikson was an explorer. He wasn't a conqueror. Dautrias was a more appropriate Vikinger. And when she got over here, one of her people met up with the indigenous peoples that were here, the Native Americans, and discussed trade and opened up trade and stuff like that. And obviously the Vikingers were not stupid enough to give them iron and steel weapons.
Right.
But so they started trading in goods, clothes and things like that. And it was fine. But one of the things that they traded, because cows and bulls are not native to North America.
No.
They are a transplant. So
I would more so say that they are an invasive species that was introduced for other reasons, but continue.
True. Also,
Moo!
yeah, the closest bovine that we had was buffalo, and yaks, but we didn't milk those at the time.
Excuse me, did you say my name?
Oh, water buffalo, yes.
Oh, hi.
You've been in North America for quite some time.
I have been. I've been here for centuries. Do you see how that works? I'm native to this land.
But your remote cousin, Daisy Cow, is not.
Oh, Miss Daisy is not from here. She's from the international lands of
Europe.
Otherwise known as the passing wind land. Do you see how that works? They make lots of wind over there.
But so this drove me into the next statement that they played drove me into an hour's worth of research. By the way, the Native Americans who were all lactose intolerant thought what they were trading them was poison. I'm like, why the hell were all Native Americans lactose intolerant? So not only, and it's not because bovines didn't exist here, milk bovines didn't exist here, it was because once you hit puberty, your genes are supposed to drop lactose tolerance. Lactose tolerance is only supposed to be a child-rearing and child-bearing or child age thing. You're not supposed to drink milk after that.
Right.
Yeah, typically, at least at that point in history, babies were nursed up until they were almost 6 years old.
Yeah.
Right.
So, sometimes a little bit beyond that, but usually on average about 6 years.
And it was solely breast milk. And over in Europe, they did realize that they could drink cow milk. But after puberty, you're not supposed to do that. Now, humans who have had bovines and milk animals around, they evolved into being able to drink milk all the time. But those who have a good Native American genealogy in them traditionally are lactose intolerant. And yes, like I said, this took me an hour's worth of research to do.
Right.
This is what my husband does. He goes on tirade.
Like the other day, the other day when we were sitting at Joe's Crab Shack, not sponsored, please sponsor us. We were sitting talking World War II with our children.
For almost 2 hours.
This brought me to a 17-hour research on all of the things leading up to World War II and the things outside of the base World War II, like conflict.
Right.
Like, did you know that Italy during World War II controlled 3/4 of Africa?
Huh.
But it's because they controlled 3/4 of Africa and they were spread so thin is the reason why they were fizzled out very quickly.
Right.
He was trying to become Mussolini was trying to become Napoleon again. So he's like, I'm going to conquer this continent since everybody appears so busy doing World War II things.
Right.
Hardly anybody in Africa has any kind of arms or anything to stop us. So, nom nom nom, Africa.
Right. Huh.
And then England's like, ha, 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 no, fuck you.
Right.
Those are our colonies.
Right. Oof. Yeah, documentaries are fascinating. I need to watch more documentaries.
We're gonna actually watch one after this if we don't go super late, because I really wanted you to watch the fire fraud thing, and it's 90 minutes. So
right. Yeah, we got 2 shows to squeeze into.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, this first one will be super.
We also slept until 11 o'clock, so I'm not even freaking remotely tired. So
right, I'm a little tired. It's fine.
I am.
Right.
Well, you're pregnant, Rachel. This pregnancy has evolved to 5 words. No, 6.
5 words.
6 words.
Okay,
Your pregnancy can be so. This pregnancy can be summed to 5 words for her. I'm tired and I smell poop.
That's actually about right.
All right. Well, speaking.
But let's put this into perspective.
Right.
My last pregnancy was 9 years ago. I was also a stay-at-home mother, not working, with crazy kids, which I love my crazy kids, but man, do they exhaust me.
Right.
I was not the mother of 2 at that point, and I wasn't going to school full-time either.
Right. And
so,
you smell poop.
Valid reason to always be fucking exhausted. Oh, and I have 2 6-month-old puppies, so I mean...
Yeah.
That's where the I smell poop comes from.
And that's where the I smell poop comes from. If anyone was wondering, that's where the I smell poop comes from.
Yeah.
The I smell poop from. Passing wind. All right. Let's go ahead, because we started late. We're going to cut the pre-show off there. I mean... Let's do this thing. All right, so let me go ahead and figure out how to
Let me do my thing.
Let me figure out my life. Here we go. Here's my life. Here's my life. Boop. I did a thing. All right. Let's go ahead and go. Go ahead and go in 3, 2,